Well, I am Ulker for the moviemuslim.com. So first of all, I love your screenplay.
Thank you.
It's so exquisite.
Thank you.
It is what I'm looking for to see in every single film, but I rarely find it there. So for you, can you describe the process of the fish hunting when you were trying to fish out everything you could from Anthony Quinn's novel?
Well, the first decision I made was that I read the book, and the character of the Critic, played by Ian McKellen, is really a secondary character in the book. The book is not about him. And I realized that I wanted to write about him. I wanted to put him front and center and make him the protagonist of my story. And that meant that I really wrote my own story, inspired by characters who were in the book. And for example, the character Mark Strong plays in the film, it doesn't exist in the book. So I invented a whole new story to have these characters in it, but it's a cross between an adapted screenplay and an original screenplay, because it's a new story based on characters I've taken from the book.
So
it took a very long time to come up with this new story, and I knew I wanted it to be, it's a little bit like Silence of the Lambs in a very strange way, that the Critic is a bit like Hannibal Lecter, and the actress played by Gemma Arterton is a bit like Clarice Starling. And they're two people who shouldn't meet, who shouldn't be in any way connected, but they become deeply and intimately connected. And it's a strange dance between these two characters.
And that tone that I really like in your screenplay, you can tell there's a limit each of them are trying to push.
Yeah.
One for each own reasons.
Yes.
For you, when you were trying to write this character, you tried to find the darkest side and the brightest side. What are the sides that you were for yourself to looking forward to in this character for us to reveal?
Sorry, say that again. This is a lot of. I guess what I'm trying to do in this story is to suggest that when you're truly desperate, you behave out of character, and you lose all your humanity and your kindness and your gentleness, and you fight. And that the human beings, when they fight for something, become animals, and they fight to the death. And I find that very interesting, that we can be so civilized in our lives, and yet so savage.
So what do you think was driven by Ian McKellen's character? Because he could have aged and he could have retired with grace, but he chose the other path.
Pride.
Why would you do that? Why would someone do that?
The sin of pride. He just wants to keep going. He's old, but he cannot bear to give up his power. I mean, it's like any great tragic character. The thing they most dread is to lose their power, and he can't bear that.